Today we get to talk about a heavy and actually rather exciting concept. And it seems to be prevalent and very timely and very current. We're talking about depression. Whether we are those who suffer from it, or maybe you're one of the people that supports those who suffer from it, these videos and these blogs that I'm about to produce and bring to you, I think will be relevant, helpful, and hopefully very supportive. You know, when we talk about depression, the first thing we want to remember is force never works. Fear and perpetuating the fear never works. Gentleness is going to be your biggest ally in all of this. Try not to give in to your fear no matter how intense it may seem. The following blogs map out different steps, different helpful tidbits that sometimes are misunderstood, that sometimes aren't understood at all, or sometimes get confused in the process of creating change. I like the way the British call it the black dog. Kind of this animal that's always with you, sometimes friendly, sometimes growling. And so the first blog talks about 10 ways to silence the black dog. Everything from nutrition to culture is discussed in this blog. I think you'll find it very, very helpful. But please remember to apply all of this with gentleness. Believe it or not, you have more time than you think to affect and address these changes. The second blog talks about mindfulness and the problems within classic mindfulness approaches. It doesn't mean that mindfulness concepts in themselves are problematic. No, it's for the depressed individual. These are troublesome. They don't experience them the same way. Their relationship is faulty. Please keep me in mind for anybody that is suffering. These are the people I love to work with. They actually give us great insight into what's going on in our world, in our relationships, and our communities. It's important that we listen now. But we can't listen if we're not going to be gentle. I'd also like to bring forth to you a community kind of support for those caretakers and caregivers of people with depression. I found you guys suffer equally as intensely as the person who has depression. So once a month, we're going to do an online virtual kind of seminar workshop, more of a community support-esque thing. I'll facilitate it. I'll bring a concept to focus on. But what I'm trying to do is bring you all together. In my experience, you all have extraordinary information that is helpful to everyone. And in my time, I've seen you all talk together and support and add an element that I cannot ultimately provide. So I'd like to create a space where you all get to experience that. I hope you enjoy this. Depression doesn't have to be as dark as we make it. Our loved ones with depression suffer greatly. We know that. And it's very, very difficult for us to affect change and want to change it for them. That's not going to help. Understanding and gentleness are our first steps in revolutionizing this dynamic in our relationships and in ourselves. Enjoy the blogs. Come join the once a month community. You can find the link below. And be well, friends.